What is going on, good people of YouTube? It is me, Chavez. I am back with another MLB player prop video for you. Today's Friday, June 23rd, 2023. As always, I hope this video finds you all doing well and in good spirits. You can see the plan of action right there on the screen. This is what we'll be going over today. Recapping our 6-pick flex from yesterday, getting into our Thrive Fantasy Partnership, and then digging into the Prizepicks board. I do have one underdog play that I want to share with you as well. So 3 total plays today that we'll be going over. So if that sounds good, I encourage you to stick around, drop a like, sub up, and click that notification icon to get notified of all upcoming content and videos from me and my channel. And without further delay, let's get into that 6-pick flex from yesterday. All right, here's our 6-pick flex yesterday from yesterday, I should say. I lost a little bit of money yesterday. In full transparency, I lost a little bit of money. I say a little bit because I don't play with a lot of money to begin with. I'm not betting like rent, shit like that. But I am putting money in there. I'm putting my own money in there, and I did lose a little bit of it. So let's go over this 6-pick flex that I actually constructed prior to the recording of the video to lock in some of this value. Atlanta Smith goes over her PRA. I had her going under. Tiffany Hayes. I mean, where in the hell did that performance from Tiffany Hayes come from? I mean, she had only scored more than 20 points one time this season. I mean, this was done in the first quarter. When I saw her, she had 8 points in the first quarter. Unless she got hurt, there is no way in hell she wasn't scoring a minimum of 11 points. So that one I knew early on was not gonna work out for us. And then Kayla McBride took the night off. I mean, WNBA honestly is sometimes can be more frustrating than NBA playoff basketball. This is kind of how it goes. Sometimes you have nights like this where no matter how much research you put into it, it doesn't matter. So those 3 from the WNBA did not work for us. Corbin Carroll came through. That was the first prop on the board that we had go over his line, because that was an early MLB game. So that was the first one to hit. We had Quid, who went over his map 1Ks, or excuse me, went under his map 1Ks, but we got the win on that prop. And then Sakin failed to get us a minimum of 3 map 1Ks. So not a really good slip yesterday. Unlike our 2 slips from the day before where we did make profit, yesterday was not the best of days. But listen, we're gonna bounce back today. I got 3 plays between Prizepicks and Underdog from the MLB today that I want to share with you. So with that being said, let's quickly go over our Thrive Fantasy Partnership before we dig into those 3 plays. All right, Thrive Fantasy, here's what you need to know. 100% deposit match up to $250 just for using promo code Chavez. Make sure that first deposit is $25 or more to enjoy that perk. You're also going to enjoy a very friendly payout structure. When your slips hit, you get more money. It is as simple as that. And just for being a new user and using my promo code Chavez, you'll get access to a free square, which you can pair up with one other play, damn near guaranteed 3.2x your entry amount, or you can go for the bigger payoff, the bigger payday, that 5 for 5, 20.2x your entry amount. Take that free square and use it towards that. But no matter how you do it, no matter how you use it, make sure you do it using promo code Chavez so that you can enjoy all the good things, all the perks, only over on Thrive Fantasy. All right, here we are over on Prizepicks. Here are the 2 plays we're talking about in today's video. Logan Webb, strikeouts, and Bo Bichette, total bases. As I always say, if you got what you want, then I wish you the best of luck. However, if you want to stick around and listen to me break these plays down, then I encourage you to do that, because that's what this video is all about. So we'll first break down these 2 plays. We'll head on over to Underdog after this and break down our 3rd and final play of the day. So let's start with Logan Webb. I like his strikeout prop. I like the more on this one today, facing off against the Arizona Diamondbacks. Let's head over to props.cash and look at this together. All right, so just a couple of notes that stood out to me when looking at Logan Webb's numbers on the year. Well, let's look at the last 5 games over on props.cash. We can see he's gone over. Let's adjust that to 5. He's gone over this line 3 out of those 5 games. One time he pushed and one time he just clearly goes under it. So not a bad hit rate there. What stood out to me were his away numbers his home numbers. Sorry, got my splits mixed up. His home numbers, super dominant at home over the last 5 games. My dog is going crazy over here. 5 straight games of 6 or more strikeouts, and that's exactly what we need. 6 or more strikeouts. We will take the 5 on the push, but man, we want the over on that one. Now, unlike his counterpart Zach Davies, who has a very pitcher-friendly matchup versus the Giants, who strike out a ton, Logan Webb is got a tougher matchup versus the Arizona Diamondbacks. They are not striking out a lot. In fact, they're striking out at the second lowest rate in the MLB right now, just 19.1% whiff rate versus right-handed pitching. But I look at Logan Webb at home. He's been extremely solid at home, even in terms of giving up runs. So not allowing a ton of production in those 5 home games. He got hit up a little bit in those 2 games versus Washington and St. Louis, but the other 3 games, I mean, pretty fair hit numbers. You can't expect a pitcher to go out there and not get hit. I mean, that's what this game is all about. So for me personally, I do like the over on this 5.0 strikeout prop. If this were to get bumped up to 5.5, I would honestly back away from it and probably go to Zach Davies and play his strikeout prop. But for now, prop number 1, we're going to go with Logan Webb over 5.0 pitcher strikeouts. All right, second prop of the day. Let's talk about Bo Bichette. 1.5 total bases. I like the over on this one. We're heading over to props.cash, and together we'll break it down. All right, here we are over on props.cash. By the way, if you're interested in using props.cash for your own research purposes, sign up using my promo code THANKS25 to get 25% off your first month over on props.cash. It is the best research tool on the market. So Bo Bichette right now, looking at his total games, last 5 games inclusive of home, away, all that's including this. 4 out of his last 5 games, he's gone over this line. Now, coincidentally, they being the Toronto Blue Jays have been on a nice little road trip here. So all of these games are being played on the road. His home numbers look a lot different though. So looking at his home splits, this is what he was doing prior to that road trip. So I almost feel like that road trip really helped him find his rhythm. And he was struggling against Minnesota, had one nice game against Houston, but then that was the start of an ugly little streak of one hit or less games. So the way I'm looking at this is, you can look at this because this is a home game for Bo Bichette, who on the season only has a 47% hit rate going over this line versus a 58% hit rate going over this line on the road. You can look at this as, he's back at home, I don't want to touch it, I'm going to play the under, or I'm not going to play it at all. Or you can look at it the way I'm looking at it, which is baseball is a game of rhythm, it's a game of streaks. He looks to have found his rhythm. He's back on track. He's going to come home and continue that momentum, which is how I'm looking at it. And now I'm going to ride that momentum until there's nothing left there. So you can look at it a couple of different ways. Totally up to you. But for me, I like the odds that we're getting here. I think this is a good, favorable spot for Bo Bichette, who on the year versus right-handed pitching, not a bad stat line here. Now this is in the red, but it's only because he's doing better versus lefties. 321 versus lefties, 303. You're batting 300 in the MLB. That's pretty damn good. So 303 versus righties this season with 11 home runs, 1 triple, 12 doubles. So despite a slightly lower batting average versus righties, he's hitting for more power versus righties. So I like what I see here. It's enough for me to take the over on his 1.5 total bases. So that's going to be our second play of the day over on Prizepicks, going over Bo Bichette, 1.5 total bases. All right, over on Underdog, look at this. Mike Trout, 2.0 total bases. Now, this one is a little low to me, and I seemed a little surprised when I got back on Underdog because my amount changed. I had one slip that was pending, and it hit, and so it increased my amount. That just kind of caught me off guard. Sorry about that. So off to a good start already with today's slips, or yesterday's slips that I put in using the DFS optimizer. Nice little profit there. So anyway, Mike Trout, 2.0 total bases. You're going to see this at 2.5 on other sports books. Let's head on over to props.cash. Let's talk about it a little more. All right, man, Mike Trout, I think it's safe to say that he's just not having a good season so far. I mean, yes, Shohei Ohtani's having a monster year, but it's not even in comparison to Ohtani. Trout's just having a really bad year, in my opinion. His numbers just aren't there. I don't know. I feel like he's just he doesn't have it this season. I don't know. Maybe he's depressed. I don't know. Maybe he's injured. But Mike Trout, we're hoping for a nice little bounce back here. So looking at his total game logs over his last 5 games, going over this line in 3 of the last 5 games, but the last 2 games he's gone 0-0. Now, let's break this up because there are a couple things that we need to be mindful of. Number one, this game is being played on the road. Mike Trout numbers on the road are a little better. So like they dip at home, they increased on the road. Now over his last 3 road games, he's accumulated 10 total bases. In that frame, he has 1 home run and he has a total of 9, 10, 11 hits, runs, and RBIs. Second thing to factor in, this game is being played in Colorado. This is a Coors Field game. So you know what happens in Coors Field. Hits are aplenty. The ball goes further. Pitchers get lit up like the 4th of freaking July. So a lot of good things going for Mike Trout here. When you look at his numbers on the year versus left-handed pitching like Kyle Freeland, only 2 home runs, 13 singles, 3 doubles, and a 247 batting average. Now, Kyle Freeland on the year versus righties like Mike Trout, giving up a 268 batting average with 8 home runs, 10 doubles, 2 triples, 39 singles. So something has to give here. I expect a high-scoring game today. So over on Underdog, find that 2.0 total baseline. Take the over on that one. And that's going to round out. Look at that. Look at that. Logan Webb just got bumped up to 5.5. So we just talked about if Logan Webb got bumped up to 5.5, how we wouldn't touch it or we would stay away from it. Then I would just go with Zach Davies over his 3.0 or 3.5 pitcher strikeouts. Look at that, man. So anyways, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for today's video. We didn't go over any DFS optimizer lineups today or 6-pick flexes today, but before we end the video, let's go back over to Underdog, and I just want to check out the slip that just hit. So let me just show you. This is the slip that I played on Underdog yesterday using the DFS optimizer. The only prop that didn't hit was Alyssa Thomas, and I took the over on her rebounds, and she only got 9. But here were the other 4 plays. I played this in a 5-pick insured. Thankfully, I insured it, and all four of the League of Legends plays that I played hit. So 4 out of 5 hit. Not a bad slip there. And all this was used. All these plays were found using the DFS optimizer over on DG Fantasy. So if you're interested in that tool, if you're interested in knowing more about it or using it for your own research, check out the link in my description below. That is my affiliate link. Use that affiliate link. Get $5 off any of your subscriptions over on DG Fantasy. Again, if you have any questions about that, drop a comment and let me know. But as I was saying, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to do it for today's video. Do drop a comment below. Let me know what you like on the Prizepicks board, as well as the Underdog board, as well as the plays that we covered in today's video. Best of luck should you tail any of these plays. And as always, thank you so much for all your support and helping this channel get a bit bigger every single day. And until tomorrow's player prop videos, Chavez is out.